Well, I've got quite a bit of packing to do today. Real variety of stuff. I've got some audio equipment, a few trainers, a bit of misc. Everybody likes a bit of misc, and a bit of sort of clearance rubbish that I'm just sort of trying to get rid of, which was just sort of kicking around. I put on really cheap. First thing I've got is a NAD tuner, which didn't sell for mega money, but it came as part of a whole load of other stuff. I've got the amp, and that has sold as well, so I'll show you that later. So I've done the first initial bit of packing up, which I always put a sleeve of cardboard around. So it'll be cut to width this side, and one bit there, and one or two bits around here. And I'm using my crappy packing tape. I've probably got 100 reels of tape, and I got one a lot sent to me. It wasn't very good, so I use it on paper stuff because it tends to stick, and sort of inners. It doesn't stick on cardboard. So my normal method is I don't really use bubble wrap on stuff like videos or audio equipment. It would just pop, especially if it's a heavy amp. It's no good at all. So what it is for me, it's a cardboard sleeve like this. I need an outer box double wall, definitely, which is normally kind of like a centimetre or two bigger in the dimensions of this. And then I will put in extra cardboard and packing paper. So my packing paper is down here, and this is the sort of packing paper you get, like if you're moving, you'll get a big reel of it. And I source a lot of that from people who've just moved. So if you ever spot a moving in sign, it's always worth, maybe dropping a note in the door or just asking if they want to get rid of any of their packing materials. What I do need to do, I also got these boxes off a friend of mine. He gave me a whole load of boxes, but I do need to order some boxes for this sort of stuff. They're normally, I've written the dimensions of this one, 36 by 44 by 10. So it's roughly sort of like 40 by 50 by sort of 15 I want to take it. I think it would help immensely. Anyway, here's the first one. I'm just going to get it in here and then we'll move on to the second one. Okay, so that's the first one done. I probably did it a little bit too more cut down than I should have done down here, but it'll be okay. I'll put another bit of paper on there, a bit of card there. Got about a centimetre clearance. Should have given it maybe a couple of centimetres. But that is no bubble wrap at all. I mean, bubble wrap is one of the only things I buy, apart from bubble mailers, and I've got poly mailers as well. Boxes I've always tried to source, but like I say, I think it might make my life a little bit easier if I did get them. I've got an amp to do as well, which this was a NAD receiver. I don't know if I told you that. Only went for just over 20 quid. So it seems a lot of faff to get that, but like I say, it was part of a bundle. I'll go and get the amp, but crappy item. This thing went for a fiver. Would have picked it up for 50p. Just haven't got around to listing it. Listed it yesterday. It's sold. The squeaker's gone on it as well. So not only is it crap and the eyes have battered and the squeaker's gone, it's not worth very much money, but it has sold, which is the point. So that will just go, bit of paper around it, poly mailer, that is it. Rightio, nice sale next. It's really nice condition DSi XL. I had a load of offers on this. It went on for 65. It got 65 as well. Loads of people asking me what's the condition of the top, the back. Perhaps I didn't put enough photos in. It's absolutely fantastic condition. So whoever gets that should be happy. You never know. One thing I do need to do is just brush out. There's a bit of dusty stuff in there. But it comes with 6 crappy games. So I'm quite glad to get rid of those DS games. They've all been cleaned and tested, so that's good. And another thing I got for it, because the majority of the time when you get chargers, when you get things like DS's, you don't have the charger. So I ordered 5 DS Lite charger cables, USB charger cables, and 5 DSi stroke 3DS charger cables. I would say if you are selling any of the things, these are well worth getting. Not very much money at all, 2-3 quid each I think it was, can't quite remember. But it doesn't make any difference whether you've got the original charger or just one of these. You just want to charge a blooming thing. Anyway, that's a really easy packer, so that's quite good. That should take about a minute to pack. There we go, easy peasy. Took about 30 seconds. These boxes I get from a newsagent by a school, so they get through tons of sweets. So these boxes are absolutely ideal for small electrics, cameras, you know, handhelds, controllers. Absolutely fantastic. Small parcel, but a bit smaller. Right, next up, nice pair of trainers. And when I bought these, I thought I'm going to make a fortune on these. Absolutely fantastic. Bit of a funky shape going on there. They are Adidas as well. Obviously worn, but the condition is fantastic. Didn't sell as well as I thought. How much have they gone for? I've totally forgotten how much they've gone for. Was it? I probably thought they were going to go for at least 30. They may well have ended up going for half that. I'd have to look up how much I paid for them. Can't quite remember. I would think it would be maybe 5 to 10, possibly £8 rings a bell for some reason. Let's have a look how much they sold for. So I've had them at least a year, I think. Oh no, they went on in June, but they've only sold for £16. So yeah, didn't make the money I wanted, but still made some money on them. That will be bubble wrapped. I'll wrap them in paper as well, and then in a poly. So this is what happens when I'm let out of my little packing and photographing room, and you haven't got the full effect of it because there's a whole load more rubbish down there. I need to sort this out. Whoa, I'm falling over the stuff. This is like a family area, so I've been a bit naughty here. That big old boombox you see the 2 speakers for, that has sold. So God knows I've got to try and pack that. And that Hoover, it's only on for £20. Normally they go for about 40 on eBay, but I do just want to clear it, but it's collection only. And there's something else here. There's a PS4 here somewhere that I listed yesterday that I've had an offer on, so I've got to check whether that is going to sell. But yeah, that needs to be sorted out, otherwise she'll have my guts for garters, no doubt. We're getting there, we're getting there. Next up, RA from a number of years ago. I went into Sainsbury's on Boxing Day and thought, what have they got? So this is maybe 2 or 3 years ago. They had a load of Harry Potter stuff. So I was getting flying little things, what are they called? Flying snitches and feather quills and lots of other stuff. And I found one that just sort of escaped. So that is sold. That's a clearance item. I think it went for about £8 or something like that. So that is the last of that RA, and I would have made a huge amount on it. I remember when I bought it, and it's something I used to do quite a lot because I'm probably buying about 30 or 40 of each item. I said, oh yes, I'm a teacher. It's thank you, end of term presents from my school. Such a liar. But I guess that's what you do. I'd rather say that than say I'm hoping to make loads and loads of money on this by selling it online. You might get some looks. Anyway, glad that's gone. Okay, just a few more items. This is that NAD amp I was talking about. Nice amp. It's a 320 BEE. Really nice condition as well. I'll probably use like the same box I use for the tuner. You know, perfect size really. You've got a couple of centimetres all the way around that you can do. I will pack this out with cardboard so it's in line with. So it's probably about 3 or 4 bits of cardboard and then paper as well. And then I've got that big boom box downstairs. I'll bring that up in a minute, and another pair of clearance trainers which have gone for not very much. What were they? Are they here? Here they are. They're Vans, pair of Vans. So I'll show you those in a minute. But yeah, get this one boxed up. That's the most difficult one I've got left to do apart from the boom box. So let's eat the frog, as they say. Eat the frog, is that right? Well, let's pack an amp. Going to go through the last few items. So here's the big boy that's got to be packed. It's a huge stereo. It did sell as spares and repairs, and it got a good price as well. It went for £87.50. Had it up for 100, which I thought was optimistic. I'd be happy with sort of anything over 80. I mean, I did want to put a bit of a price on it because of the hassle of packing it. So yeah, it's missing a couple of the slider knobs, and it was playing the tape, but when I pressed pause, the pause button got stuck. So I could say I broke it myself, but I don't think I did really. But I was always going to sell that as spares and repairs. Also, there was a problem on the speaker outputs as well. So not too bad. Someone will get that and tinker away with it. Another couple of things I've sold. So I mentioned the vans. Here are the vans. They didn't go for very much, but I think I only paid £1 for them, or £1 or £2. Not much money at all. This one, another one that's been kicking around. You know, I've got loads of sort of like old Spectrum Commodore sort of stuff. So that's an old joystick that went for £10. And the last item, which isn't here, it's downstairs, is a pair of Church's shoes, which is nice sale. Again, they've been hanging around for a long time. Listed them probably just over a week ago. I think they've gone for about 20 or 30 quid. So very, very pleased with that one. That's it for now, unless I get another sale. It's good to just clear the decks, and once this is all gone, I'll get onto listing. Got a whole load of stuff down here that needs listing, and keep those sales going. Anyway, see you for the next one. Take care. I'll see you soon.